My name's Tara Hoyt over here. I'm going to show you some basic MATLAB code just because I want to. So we'll see about that. I'm going to drag my icon all the way over here so there's no issues with that. Anyway, I am a college student in the making. I'm just doing side things at this current moment. So I thought I might as well share some projects with you guys. As much as you probably don't care for that or anything, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is you're gonna want to disable this. I don't even know why I didn't even disable it. Yeah, let's should click apply over there. Okay, and then let's just test if that works. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Alright, for the Copilot. But the thing we're going to be doing today is, we're going to be doing a door program, a door game, basically. So, a certain amount of doors will tell you your probability of winning or losing, depending on what correct door you pick. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is save the file. I got a lot of other stuff currently right here, but you're going to want to change it. It still needs to be a .m file. I'm on MATLAB online instead of the actual app, but I'll show you how to download that anyway. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to label that doors or winning door. Oh, geez, that's embarrassing. Winning door game. Something like that. Alright, you're going to save it. You see that green check mark? That means there's no problems right there. Okay. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is just label what you want your game to be. This game's going to be the Monty Hall game. You're choosing a variety of different doors. Alright. Second, this is where you're gonna store you're gonna define a variable, your winning door, which is out of 3 different choices because you have 3 different doors. Alright, so what you're gonna do for that is just, well, basically define it. Define a winning door. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna label it. Geez, I've been making that mistake a lot today. You're gonna be doing winning door equals randi3, which is just random 3 choices. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna clear it with this, your semicolon, and that should be good right there. Next, you're gonna do a verbose equals 1. This clears your code for a winning probability. This basically just sets it to 0. So it has some start point. Next, you're gonna do a if-and statement. If-and statements are for loops, logical statements, or anything numerically defined. It's between if or for. This will create a short function where it's not user defined, it's more predefined. You're just setting it up. So you're going to do your verbose right here. You're going to do winning winning door. And then to clear this statement so it actually works, you're going to do end. That means it works. This blue right here is sometimes good, sometimes bad, depending on what you do with it. But, well, when I say with it, I mean certain things need a little bit more defining, but like add a semicolon, but that's not important all the time. Alrighty then. So next, we're going to work on the second part of the verbose, which is going to be we're basically just displaying what you're doing. So you're going to do a display function. You're going to do in brackets, and you're going to want some commas because you're typing a message here. You're going to do winning door is, alright. You're going to do a space right there so it has something to say, so it's not compacted basically. And then you're going to do a number to string function. How you do a number to string function is like this, right? It's basically allowing you to display the number of choices. Alright. After you do that, all you're going to do is just do end, and that clears that code. So far we have 3 different parts of code right here. We have a winning door that we defined. 3 random choices. I just noticed I did that again. I got added into that. 3 random choices, and we set the beginning basically to 0. Okay. Also, when we're all done with this, you're going to click the run button up here, or your run section. You do not want to do your run button until your code is all set, so you know it actually works. Now you can test certain things, but what we have right now, it won't test basically anything. It'll come up something like this, where you see that the winning door is 3 because nothing is really defined. You should be able to eventually click something into there when the time is right, but what you're going to want to do is just clear it. This is your command window where all your scripts will basically be completed. Alright. Next thing, we're going to basically do some labeling. Label actions. By the way, this green text is only for typing certain information that doesn't apply to the code, but more so labels it in certain instances. And you have to use the %sign for it to work. Alright, next we're going to do a fprint function. This basically allows you to display any message you want the person to read on your script or a player. For this isn't really a player game, but I mean it is. It's one we're coding from scratch, but it's not like a fun game per se. Next you're gonna. So I said basically welcome to the Monty Hall game, and basically almost all caps. Just capitalize the thing. But that's next. What we're gonna want to do is give the players an action to do, which we will tell them to choose a door. Basically, choose one of the 3 doors, and then say behind one is going to be the prize. Behind one of which is a prize. Okay. That's completed. Now we're going to tell the user to insert at the beginning of the game, insert player username. So a function for that is something simple like player name equals is an input function, what the user will put in to the script. So please enter your name, username, space, and then we're going to put an S right here to just say that your the user has options to put right there. Because notice how I didn't put S at the beginning of the 2 F prints, because that's just like that's a general statement that is generated from scratch. This one allows you to interact with it. Next, we're going to make the player choose a door. Alright, so you're going to set that equal. This is another input function. You're going to say choose a door, and you're going to allow them from 1, 2, or 3. Just let the user know. Alright. Create a space so it's not all together. Alright. Next, we're going to, I believe, basically define the choices we have, which is going to be a while choice. This is basically door options. So it's going to be a while statement. We're going to do a string, which is on the top left of whatever computer you're using. Hopefully you're using a computer. If you're using a phone, God bless your soul. I don't know how you're gonna work with that, but whatever, I guess. So we're gonna do isMember function. This function is complicated, in other words, I don't know how to define it, but it's basically it enables the choices, right? I guess you could say. So we're going to do that. This is classified as a user-defined function because we're telling the player what options they have. Now next, we're going to do player choice, which equals the input of 3 different options. One, we're just going to say it's going to be an invalid choice. If anything, it's choosing other than anything other than the first 3 doors we're doing. So please choose a door of either 1, 2, or 3. And this should be basically setting up what they need to do. Alright. Then to classify this function, we're going to end it. Alright. Now, this is where you have to pay attention. We need to define an initial value. This is going to be your initial choice, which is the player's choice. This basically allows you to choose ahead of time, and then we're going to define a function later which allows you to change it. But to make sure that's classified, we put a semicolon and it works. Alright. This is a function that classifies a vector. A vector is a set of numbers for choosing. It's basically like matrices, but this is giving you your numbers. This is where the numbers come into play. So all doors, you have 1, 2, or 3. Those are your choices. You have to either insert 1, 2, or 3, which is why we defined the while function earlier. Next, we're going to do remaining doors. This is for doors that are enabled basically what's left. So let's say you choose door number 1, there's nothing behind door number 1 and you still have 2 or 3. The verbose will tell you which door is actually winning, and you would choose that door and there would be a prize behind that door. So we're going to set difficulty to all doors, comma, in brackets, put initial, initial choice, comma, winning door. I keep making that mistake. Winning door. And semicolon. Right below that, we're going to do your prize door, which is going to be your GOAT in this situation. GOAT is going to equal remaining doors. In that, we're going to define random of length of remaining doors. So classifying what doors you have left. Okay, and after all that, we're just going to put a semicolon, and we should be good with that. Okay, now this is where we're going to show the GOAT door to the player. This is defining prize, and it's going to be a fprint function. This is where we're going to say the GOAT is behind door %d period /n. And then to make sure this works, we're going to put GOAT door. Alright. That is telling you where the prize is and whether you got it or not. Next, we're going to make some semi-user defined functions. We're going to allow the player to change his choice. Okay. So, changing choice. Okay. We're going to do change choice equals input. It's an input function. Upper columns. You want to switch. This is asking the user if they want to switch your choice. Very interactive. You'll see at the end. You'll do either yes or no. Hence why that exists. Boom. And then to make sure this works, you're going to do, again, your S. And semicolon. Okay. This is a part I don't like. We got to do a string code. So we're going to do if string C change choice, enabling interaction between a player and the script. Change choice. We're going to set the difficulty for the player. Change choice equals set difficulty. It's basically the same thing as the original set difficulty. All the way, where is it? At remaining doors. The exact same thing. So there's nothing of concern there. It's going to be initial. I just noticed I've been spelling initial wrong this entire time, but you can't really judge me. I got a little bit of a spelling issue sometimes, and it's late, but that's just my bad. Next, we're gonna say player choice equals Oh my god. Player choice is basically 1, the first result, and then we're going to end that so it confirms. Oh man, this allows you to switch to the remaining door. Now, we're going to do an if statement. If initial choice equals we gotta do this. Winning door. We're gonna put congratulations. F print F congratulations, man. You initially chose the winning door. It'll give you your number door, basically your choice. Okay. To clarify that statement, it'll be initial choice. Okay, semicolon. Right below that, we're going to do an else statement, which you can put inside your fn function, or else f, or it's a list of statements, basically. For this one, you're going to put you initially. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Initially chose door percent your door number 1, 2, or 3, which does not have the price. This means you lost the game, if you haven't noticed that. That's the difference between these two. Okay. Then you're going to click N to end that. Next, you're going to basically do the same thing you did right here. So just copy this entire thing so you don't have to write it all over again. Copy, paste. This one is going to be for your player choice. This is what happens when you choose something different than the initial choice. So instead of sticking with your initial value, you changed it to a different thing. Such as if you stuck with 1, you changed it to 2. That's what that's saying. Okay. Alright. Next, we're just going to say fprint your final choice was door number, and then this will tell you what you stuck with. Okay. We're getting closer there, guys. Just stay with me. We're almost at the end. Alright. Oh man, almost 30 minutes. That's crazy, mate. So this is going to be your outcome. If you changed it, you're going to do an initial choice equals winning door, and string confirmation of a change door. well, not change door, sorry, change choice. And you're gonna do comma in parentheses, not parentheses, but in whatever that you defined it. F print F. This is saying you won by choosing the correct door, sticking with your initial choice of door. Oh, make sure you don't do that, guys. That's gonna be so percent. By the way, if it reads red, that's bad. That means you made a mistake. But for me, I already know what it is. I just simply didn't close it off like that. See, now it's back to normal. Get rid of these brackets. You don't need those. Okay. Then you're gonna say initial choice. Boom. This is where your else if statement, else if statement comes into play. Notice how that turns blue. It's the only time it'll turn blue, right? You can't just pull it randomly out. Right? Alright. Actually, we won't do that first. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say initial choice is equal, is less than or greater than or equal to winning door. And string of that change choice. Change choice to yes. First one was no, this one's yes. That's what these N's and Y's are. This means you're sticking with your original one. F print, same thing. Basically, well, similar to the same thing. You won by switching door. Percent D N Y N. Okay. And this is player choice. Then this is if you lost. F. Oh, I gotta fix this right now. Print F. Your choice did not win. Better luck next time. Boom, boom, boom. And you're gonna end that. Okay. Next, we're gonna basically say, oh man. Actually, I think we're just gonna do a thank you statement. F print. Did it again, guys. Okay. Thank you for playing Monty Hall game. There we go. That should be pretty good. And then you're just gonna do this and end. Alright. If we did everything correctly, it should run like this. Oh, something messed up somewhere. Line 18. Where's line 18? Oh yeah, I messed up the print. That's what happens when you're too tired. But see, if you make a mistake, it'll end up like this. Okay. So now if we run it. Alright. So let me bring it up for you guys. It will display winning door game, verbose 1, winning door 1. Your winning door is 1, then it'll say, welcome to the game. You will choose between 3 doors. Please enter your username. You can enter anything. For example, mine, I'm Tanner. You're going to click enter. It will ask you to choose a door. So my door is 1. I'm going to choose 1. It'll say the goat is behind door 2. Do you want to switch? Your choice. For me, I would click no. Then congratulations. And it looks like I made another mistake somewhere, but it basically said I won. Right? So there's no issues there. I had to click that. That's why you gotta be careful with your code. It would say congratulations, you initially chose the winning door 1, and that will display it twice, unfortunately. So if we run that code again with the run button, again, my winning door is 1. I'm going to do a username. It's going to do 1. No. Congratulations, you won. Your final choice was 1. Your choice... Okay. Your choice did not win. Better luck next time. Regardless of that statement, I think we can just take that out. Just take that out completely. There we go. So it will say thank you. You're going to do clear, your clear function. You run it again. My winning door now is number 3. So do your username. 3. No. Boom. You won by sticking with your initial choice of 3. Your final choice was 3. Thank you for playing. So that's what that is. Say congratulations twice because I define the initial and the player choice as initially winning. So probably shouldn't have done that, but that's what I do sometimes. Now, let's say we ran the function and it says your winning door is 3. Do 2, but I choose 2. No matter what door you choose for the first option, it will always say the goat is behind one of those doors. So it's the other option is incorrect and your winning door is still in play. So let's say if I wanted to choose it, I initially stuck with 2, but I'm switching to 3. Well, sorry. I chose 2, but the winning door is behind 3 and I don't want to switch it. You do that. Your initial choice, you initially chose door number 2, which does not have the prize. Your final choice was 2. Thank you for playing the Monty Hall game. So it won't tell you won the game there. But there's 2 ways to play it. It's pretty much a boring game, but it is what it is. Right? But yeah, that is how you do one of your MATLABs. If you're in that. If you're not, probably shouldn't contact me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I talk a lot, but this is something new to me. So I'm just trying something new. Thank you. And see you next time.